Hey guys, so I just went to go edit this video to be able to post it, and I realized that my intro did not record. So, here is our video. My name is Taylor. For this first video, I really just wanted to introduce kind of me and Athena and what our channel is going to look like, some training tools, who we are, us as a team, that kind of basic stuff. I hope you guys enjoy, and let me know what you think down in the comments. So, the big thing about this channel is I've noticed that there's only like 2 other people that really do kind of like it's like having a service dog in college and training and that kind of stuff. There's not too much about it, so I just kind of want to add it to some of those videos and what it's like and that kind of stuff. I am from Washington State, born and raised here. I plan on being here for a little bit longer, but eventually moving out. I am a college student. I'm 18, almost 19. I'll be 19 at the end of next month. I am studying criminal justice and criminology with a minor in sociology with a focus in at-risk youth. So I want to be a probation officer for like teenagers. So the stuff that I do in general is like I am a horseback rider, so I've ridden English, Western. I was raised doing some gaming stuff, and then I started doing like English work with trainers. And I also used to be a competitive shotgun shooter. So now I actually play horse polo, and I've taken a break from it to kind of take care of Athena and do some training and that kind of stuff and get her training figured out, I guess. So yeah, some of my hobbies. People have asked me why I have Athena, and it's a very touchy subject. I've decided to go into it a little bit, just a couple of things, the reasons I have her. So I do have severe social and generalized anxiety, which I know there's always going to be those people that are like, if everybody had a dog with anxiety, everybody would have one, a service dog, and you're just being over dramatic and all that kinds of stuff. But I got to the point to where I was having to leave classes like 3 to 4 times a week, and as a college student I really can't do that. I would have a mental breakdown like if I was in crowds, and I would have to have somebody like lead me out of a crowd because I would pretty much like black out because I couldn't deal with having some people so close to me. And so it's not just like small anxiety, like it got really, really severe, and so Athena helps kind of mitigate some of that. So she, as of right now, because she is in training, she is learning how to mitigate. Speaking of, she is Athena, come here, come here, come here. She is back here behind me. I'll talk a little bit more about her and kind of some of her training and how old she is and that kind of stuff in a little bit. But so some of the things that she's trying to do right now is she does have her basic obedience done. I had an amazing trainer that actually had her before I got her, and she already had all of her like obedience training done before I got her. And then once I got Athena, then that's when I kind of started doing her task training. So Athena has her basic like come, sit, down, stay, heel, leave it, and we're working on like tuck and under right now, and keeping a super close heel in crowds. And then task-wise, we're doing behavior interruptions, and pretty soon we'll start doing crowd control. And oh, she also does DPT as well. Okay, so some of my goals in having Athena is to finish her training within the next like year and a half. I just want to build us as a team because we have not been a team for very long. We've only been a team for like a month and a half, I want to say. I think it's been a month and a half. We have grown super, super, super close, and she really is my best friend, but it's been a short time of us together, and so I really just want to grow together as a team in this next year. So that's like one of my biggest hopes for the next coming months and stuff. So having a dog at college kind of sucks sometimes because things like basketball games and stuff like that gets a little tough. So I don't really go to that many things like that very often anyways, but I finally did go to one with a couple friends, and I did not bring her because it does a little too much for her in her training spot right now. So she did not go with me, but I did okay. But like I am of course with friends that I like really trust to be able to take care of me if I need it. Having her like classes and class wise, she only goes to 2 classes a week with me right now because I have Tuesday, Thursdays, I have classes for 4 hours, and it's just a little bit too much for her right now, so we don't do the full 4-hour days all the time. So she only goes to 1 or 2 classes with me, but it already like really helps. The classes that I have been in, the beginnings of panic attacks, she's been able to kind of like mitigate and been able to de-escalate so I don't have to leave. So that's been really nice. I've only had to leave class I think twice this semester because of anxiety, and so that's like way better already than what I was doing last semester. So as you can see, I do live in a dorm room, which if you guys want, I will do a dorm tour. Just let me know down in the comments if you guys want that or not. And so having a dog in a tiny room like this kind of sucks. It's nice because I always have an eye on her, which is really good in some ways and not so great in other ways. She does fine. She's a boxer and she's pretty small. She doesn't really need a ton of space. She's only, I think, like 40 pounds, if that. She's pretty small. And so she doesn't need like a whole bunch of space to be able to run around or anything. And she's also older, and so she also doesn't need like a ton of space to run her energy out. Like a good walk in the morning and night is really good at getting most of her energy out, so she's really good about it. She is crated in my room, and so I do have a huge ass crate right here. It's in the middle of my roommate's room, but we've been able to move things around that doesn't look too bad. Having 2 people and a dog in a tiny room is really difficult, but luckily me and my roommate are both like big dog people, and so we're not super like concerned about it. We actually do fine with her, and my roommate loves her, so that's really nice. And we'll talk about a little bit of training tools. If you guys want like a full video of some of the training tools that we use and some tips that our trainer has given us, just let me know down in the comments and we can do that, one of those too. Athena does use a prong collar when we're out like in public or doing in a training session. And then she does wear an e-collar at all times other than at night. And that's because she is trained on it. She knows like how to react to the e-collar, and she really is just trained really well on it. And so we just use it as a training tool, I guess, as like an upkeep tool. She does super well on it. We do use the mini educator, and I absolutely love it. It's amazing. And I have used another e-collar before, and it was not like anything like this. And Athena's super sensitive. She does have really short hair, and so she's really sensitive to her e-collar, and so with the mini educator we're able to like move it around and adjust it, just the tiniest movements. So that's really nice. Oh, I had somebody ask me what it's like to have a different vest color. So I do go to a college where our colors are crimson and gray, and our rival school's colors are purple and gold, maybe purple and something, I don't know. And I wasn't thinking when I ordered her vest, and I definitely ordered it in purple, and we are a huge rivalry, like huge. Like when we have football games, you aren't allowed to wear purple on campus. Like it is really bad. So I accidentally ordered a purple vest, which is really fun. We get a lot of looks walking around campus, and half of those is probably just because I have a service dog in general, and the other half is because our vest is purple. We were at our late night cafe the other night, and somebody was like, did she come with that vest, or did you like order it in that color? So that's really fun. As for people being like mean to me and looking at me different, I definitely do have people look at me different. I definitely get noticed a lot more, which is a good and a bad for my anxiety. It forces me to be more social. I've already made a couple new friends, some of which are handlers themselves. That has really helped me kind of have people to train with and to practice with and to get tips from. But I do definitely have a lot more people looking at me, and it's really difficult too with it like an invisible condition. Is people are like, you look perfectly healthy, you look fine. Why do you have her like you're just being over dramatic? And so that part is really difficult. That part's really hard for me to deal with. But it's nothing you can't deal with, if that makes sense. I think the most common question is, what program are you training for? I'm training for myself, but hey, it's cool. Yeah, so she's really small. She's 5 years old. So she went to our trainer before I had her for crating issues with somebody else. And then they ended up actually not wanting her back. Or they don't want to keep her after after my trainer gave her back. And so they actually surrendered her to our trainer, and then a couple months our trainer sent her through her full obedience program, and then a couple months later she found that I was looking for a prospect, And our trainer actually gave her to me and has been working with me a lot on finishing her training and doing task training and touching up all of her obedience stuff. Our trainer is absolutely amazing, and I love her so much. And yeah, so Athena's amazing, and she's my princess. She is a diva. If we go outside and it's cold, she pretty much will like refuse to walk on the snow because we have snow right now. So that's really fun. It's really fun. But yeah, so if you guys have any other like videos that you guys want to see, like dorm tours, training tips, I can do vlogs like a day in the life of a service dog at college, anything like that. Just let me know down in the comments. Yeah, so if you guys have any other questions about me too, you can always DM me on Instagram. I will put her Instagram panhandle down in the description box, so you guys can always follow us on Instagram. Shoot me a couple questions if you guys have any. And yeah, so I look forward to talking to you guys more and kind of building this channel up.